Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are talking about the most interesting graphics card to hit the market and most probably the most expensive one, Gigabyte AORUS RTX 5090 Infinity. So first things first, this is an RTX 5090, which means you are already looking at NVIDIA's most powerful consumer GPU, Blackwell architecture with 32 GB of GDDR7 memory on a massive 512-bit bus. This thing is absolutely beast on paper, but what makes the Infinity special isn't just the graphics inside, it's everything around it. So let's get into the details. Look at this card. You will think, okay, dual fan cooler. It is standard, but it is not. Gigabyte has actually hidden a third fan right in the center of the shroud. They call it the Overdrive fan. And it kicks in when the card pushes to its limit, giving it an extra shot of airflow when it needs the most. The whole cooling system is called Windforce Hyperburst, and it uses direct touch vapor chamber, superconductive heat pipe, and something called composite metal grease instead of regular thermal paste, which is essentially a premium thermal interface for better heat transfer. Gigabyte claims these setups deliver over 53% more air pressure and 12.5% more air volume compared to the standard cooler. Those numbers are pretty big. Another cool part is, instead of using big custom PCB like most aftermarket cars do, Gigabyte actually built this around NVIDIA's own Founder Edition PCB. That's the compact square-shaped board that NVIDIA use in their own card. This keeps the overall footprint surprisingly small for a card this powerful, just 330 by 145 millimeters in a triple slot design. The build quality looks premium too. Full metal shroud, metal backplate, all die cast. It is silver and black with a circular vent design. On top of that, pushes hot air out in a two direction. Gigabyte calls it dual flow through design, and it looks genuinely sharp. And then there is the clock speed. Out of the box, the card runs at 2730 MHz. That's a 323 MHz factory overclock over NVIDIA's reference boost clock of 2407 MHz. That is a significant jump, and somehow it still runs off single 16-pin power connector. No crazy dual connector setup, just one cable and you are done. The card is available now, though Gigabyte hasn't officially listed price yet. Based on where RTX 5090 prices are sitting right now, expect this one to land somewhere between $3,500 to $5,000. Yeah, it's not a cheap, but if you want one of those most uniquely designed high-performance 5090s on the market, then the Infinity is definitely one to watch. Now we have some Chinese GPU market news. In China, multiple AMD Radeon GPUs from older RX 7000 series to all the way up to brand new RX 9000 series are now selling below their official recommended price. And not because AMD dropped the price, it's because demand has collapsed. The retailers are now being forced to sell at loss just to recover their money. That's pretty alarming sign for the market. So let's break it down in detail. Starting with the older generation, the RX 7650 GRE, the card normally sells around 2099 yen in China, but now being listed as low as 1579 yen. That's 24% price card below MSRP. And here's the brutal part. The price is reportedly below what the retailer even paid for the card. So every unit they sell, they are taking a loss. Moving to the new RX 9000 series, the RX 9060 XT 8GB is now selling around 10% below its MSRP. Interestingly, the 16GB version is still holding demand well. It's mainly the 8GB variant that are struggling. And there is the RX 9070 XT, AMD's flagship in this lineup. It normally retails for 5,000 yen, but you can now find it listed around 4,799 yen. Not a massive drop percentage wise, but keep that in mind. This card is still selling around 20% above MSRP in places like North America. So gap between region is pretty wild right now. So why this is happening? It basically comes down to the pricing trap that retailer walks into. When the RX 9000 series launched, demand was high and supply was tight. So sellers stock up at the price beyond normal. But AMD cards, especially in China, has been gradually losing buyer interest because of the price were way too high for too long. Customers walked away, demand dropped, and now retailers are sitting on a pile of stock they can't even move at the price they paid. It is what industry calls a price inversion, where the selling price drops below the price purchase cost. And once that happens, retailers have no good option. They either hold the stock and hope price recover, sell at loss to get their cash back. Now you probably wondering, does this mean price will drop where you live? Honestly, it is possible, but don't hold your breath just yet. We have seen similar drops happen in Japan and briefly in Germany, but it hasn't spread widely across the region. The GPU market is still holding tight, VRAM price remain high, and the cost get passed down to the cost. That said, if the trend continues and demand keeps falling, we could see more price relief in the coming weeks. So that was the GPU news for today. Hopefully you like the video. Make sure to subscribe for more GPU news just like this. See you soon.